Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're here with 4 guests, Tiana, Sophie, Reem, and Emma. Some of my bestest friends from high school. It's crazy because we all met around 5 to 6 years ago and we're still here, strong, in contact the whole time and literally filming videos for YouTube. Can you imagine how close our friendship still is? It is crazy to know to have found such amazing people in one random place. I mean, I feel like our school, like the place that we met, couldn't have been any more random than it is. All of us met at different stages of life. All of us have different experiences with each other. But these are some girls that I love with my whole heart. So excited to be doing this video with them. Thank you to Reem for letting me do a part 2 to her video on this channel. The thing behind this video is that Reem, she has a series on her YouTube channel called Kawat. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing this well, but I can barely pronounce English words, so don't mind me. Anyway, link is down in the description below. Go check her out. I think this is the 3rd time I'm tagging her channel on my channel, on my video. The idea behind this video is basically to ask philosophical / funny / everything question, any question that you can possibly think of. On one video, thanks to Reem, she had us all over as guests and we were all told to think of 2 questions to answer and just discuss on them, you know, just see everyone's opinion, especially because almost all of us are from different parts of the world. I was gonna say different countries, but we're literally from different parts of the world. I am from India, as you see, but I live in Poland. There's Sophie, who's actually Polish. There's Reem, who's from Saudi, half Egypt actually. Then there's Tiana and Emma, who are Serbian but live in Sweden. So it's all of these, like there's this whole mix of nationalities here, of knowledge, of just different cultures put into like us 5, you know. So it really makes sense to film a video like this because you get to see I guess with such a diverse mix, you get to see every aspect, every fundamental opinion that there could possibly be. So yeah, without further ado, enjoy the video.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm not capable of I'm not capable of running by myself, but welcome back. Okay, so I know that we've introduced ourselves on Reem's channel, but can we just give a quick name introduction again?
Hi, I'm Zosia.
Okay, hi, I'm Tiana.
Hi, I'm Emma.
If you could have an answer to a question, any question in the world, and it would be the correct one, what would be your question?
Oh, that's a good
one. That's such a good question. Oh wow.
Are we in a simulation?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
I'd ask that.
What would you do if someone said yes? Would be like, okay, great.
I mean, no, wait.
Can you repeat your question again? Because I'm not sure I got it.
So if you could ask any question and you would get the true answer, what question would you ask?
I had too many questions. Shoot, I don't know which one is important.
I don't know, that's such a good question, honestly.
I kind of want to say, when am I going to die? Because my crazy brain goes like, okay, if I'm going to die at 60, then I'm just going to plan my whole life out until 60. So that I make sure.
Wouldn't that make you paranoid? Like, I feel like that would make me just scared and not, especially if you know like what day it is or like how you're going to die.
Like that game.
Yeah, if I had to choose between knowing how I'm gonna die and when I'm gonna die, I would choose when, because then if it would be in like 2 weeks, I would be like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
Exactly.
But if I would know how I'm gonna die, for example, in a car crash, I would never get into a car again.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
I'd just be like, I'll plan the rest 50 years ahead because okay, cool. I'd be paranoid for sure, but I'd be okay, at least I know that I have this much time and I have to accomplish this and that. Like, I don't have unlimited time. I have to spend time with my family or whatever.
True.
But that's for the sake of this video, like the first thing that popped in my mind. Because otherwise, I have way too many questions that I need answered.
It's a hard question because you only get one.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like,
I don't.
how do I, like, I asked a question, how do I multiply this wish sort of into
Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe who is worthy of my trust in my circle?
Okay,
Bro.
in general.
Damn, I heard that answer because I ask this question frequently and no one has said that. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think.
Imagine if you, okay, this is very dark, so don't mind me, but imagine if you were going to be murdered to death, and then if you know who you can trust, you know at least who is not going to murder you, and like you can kind of make sure that, you know, you're away from your murderers. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, for sure, Vashika. How would you know that you're gonna get murdered though?
Yeah, exactly.
Not even your
I didn't even think about that.
Dang.
Wow, I didn't expect that. Honestly.
My mind keeps rushing into different places. That's why I have too many questions to have answered. If you answer this one.
Wait, what if there was a way that, like, you ask? Okay, hold up. What if, like, by asking a question, you can answer all of your other questions in the future? So, like, what if you ask how there's a way to know when people are lying to you, or like they're telling you the truth? So then, any other question you ask ever, you like straight up the right answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Then,
kind of
like,
what I
your
was trying
friends
to say.
wouldn't know. Your friends wouldn't know if like God is real or if we're gonna live in a simulation. You know.
Oh well.
That's what I'm like, it's like, how do I make sure that I have unlimited amount of these,
Yeah.
if that makes sense?
That's a good question, Sophie. Jesus Christ. Well.
I don't even know mine. Like I couldn't tell.
What is your question? Like,
What
what
if
would
you
you ask?
didn't answer?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I keep flip-flopping. I think I would say like, what's my purpose here, so I can start doing it as early as I can, or like when I'm gonna die, to not like waste your life. Because I'm always, and not always, but like I always have this vision that I'm gonna die in like a month. So why would I study? Like, waste time instead of like doing what I want, you know?
Okay, I saw this TikTok the other day which said, why pass exams when you can just pass away?
Yeah. No, that's the catchphrase.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, what do you think?
I can't think of anything, honestly. I really agree with what Reem said. I think that's a really good answer. I'll probably think of something like in the middle of the night later and be like, I should have said that.
Text us
So-
then.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will.
Even like in 5 years, like calling Sophie, I completely hate you for putting that question in my mind, and I still don't have the crappy answer.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
That was my question.
Nice.
I don't mind. Anyone can go. Go, people.
I don't mind.
Okay,
Anyone
I guess I can go.
Just like, over the mic.
Okay, I have my question.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
No, okay. Do you think we can be truly original? Like, do you think the work that we do is original?
Oh, that's a good question.
Wait, I want to understand it well. You mean like, what do you mean by original? Can you like explain that?
Like, I don't know, like, for example, let's say you're doing a painting and you think it's truly original, but then it's not. It's just a compilation of references
Oh, okay.
that you've seen throughout your whole life and stuff.
I don't think you can, because we experience so much stuff and like so many masterpieces, so many artworks, anything that you're doing, that you'll always like, your brain will not stop working like, oh yeah, that's only my idea. I didn't get inspired from anything. So I feel like you can be original with what you create, but it's not always like 100% original.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I don't know. I was literally thinking about this today because I feel like not even just like with work, but also with the way we think. I don't think it's possible to have a thought that's completely original that nobody has thought
Like
of
an
before.
unpopular opinion, like people say.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, because there are so many people in the world right now, and there have been so many people here before us that somebody must have thought of it at least at some point. So I don't think it's possible to be completely original, but maybe in the way that you do it or the way you combine the things you've seen before can be original. But yeah, that's it.
Also, something that's original in your area will not be original somewhere else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Exactly.
It kind of, what you guys said makes full sense. Like, I agree with the fact that it's like 99% authentic, but not fully. But then again, it blows my mind when I think like back, I don't know how many years ago, there were scientists who came up with like things like cells, like just in their drink, or like gravity, just because the apple hit them.
But the question is, did they come up with it, or did they hear it from someone who wasn't brave enough to share it with others?
See, that's the thing. Like, there had to be someone that came up with it. I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
It blows my mind right now. It's like,
I have no idea.
maybe there was
For
like,
me, I ask this question because, like, especially in architecture, you would think that you have an original sketch of like a building design and stuff, and then you see a picture of a building that already exists, and it looks exactly like the one that you thought it was original, but it's not. So you're like, okay, wait, when did I even see this picture? You don't even remember seeing that building, but it just there.
And you might not have ever seen it before, but you and the person that created that building might have like similar, I don't know, styles, tastes, like inspirations. Like it doesn't have to be like
Yeah, or like from this
plagiarism or anything.
something.
Exactly.
have you guys ever had that? Like, I don't know if you guys had that, but like, you think of something and you're like, oh, this is such an original idea, and you're like, I'm sure no one came up with it, and then I just go like, if I thought of it, most probably someone thought of it, so I Google it, and it always pops up. I'm like, I was so sure no one came up with this. Like,
It's so true.
There's too many of us in this world. You're not original. You're not one of a kind. Let's be honest.
no, everyone's in their own way, okay? The concoction of everyone's thoughts is just,
Yeah,
that's what makes them unique, but eventually it's a copy of something anyway.
true.
Yeah. True.
Tough.
I don't know. I feel like it also depends. Like Sophie said, so much on the area where you are, because maybe in that area nobody has thought of it. Like I went to like a new course, I think a month ago, and I met a girl who has the same name as me, like spelled a bit differently. And she said like nobody has ever heard that name in her surrounding. Like her mom made it up from like 3 different names. There's no way somebody could like have it. But in Serbia, it's so common. So I don't know. I guess it depends what
Yeah,
you're
and I just
surrounded.
stole it. That's it.
I know, right?
But that's the thing, like, listen to the story. Her mom made it up from like 3 names.
Exactly.
It's crazy. And then
Still
she
not
came
her.
up with a name that already exists.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my. I would be mad if I were her mom.
It's like you spend so much time creating something that you think is original, and then
Like,
this girl from
exactly.
Serbia comes and is like, yeah, that's a popular name.
That's why I Google
Yeah.
it. Don't trust yourself in one go. Google it. Make sure it does exist. These questions are getting more intense. I'm not gonna be able to go sleep without like constantly thinking about it. And then just
Exactly.
giving answers. You know, there's this thing is, I'm not joking when I say I'm not gonna be able to sleep in peace anymore. Just constantly
I know, right?
going through it.
Especially with the question, like, I'm never gonna figure this out.
If one day I
Okay.
want to Google something that does not pop up, like a definite answer does not pop up, that's the day I'm just gonna be like, I've accomplished my purpose, I can go die now.
But I feel like your personality also isn't like really original, because like from the people you meet, you pick like not like pick, but you're inspired by like everything other people do. So I feel like just anything, like everything is unoriginal. Like not in a bad way, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can turn it into your own like thing, but it's like it came from somewhere, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like again, you're your own person, but what you do, how you speak, the jokes you say, have an origin somewhere else. Like it's not me. What I'm doing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
My question is so simple. Oh my god. Everybody out here with philosophical questions. Mine's which 3 cities, if you could only visit 3 cities in the world in your life, what would it be? Which ones would it be and why? Like, what do you want to do there?
But like new cities that I've never been to, or
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let's say that.
okay.
So like something you want to visit, but like you haven't been there yet. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I have
I would
I
wanna
don't.
go.
Wait, what? Go ahead.
Okay, I would wanna go for sure to New York because I just wanna see how the life is there and like live there for like half a year, for example.
Yeah.
I would also love to go to Auckland, New Zealand, because I love New Zealand. I wanna see how it like works there, and, like everything. And probably like Tokyo, because like you just have to see it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you were so lagged. Like I was just sitting with like.
And I saw you log, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, it's my internet. Sorry.
That's fine. I heard everything you said. That's why I was like serious, because I was like trying to concentrate. Let me hear what you said.
Sorry.
A New York Gossip Girl. That's what makes me want to go there in general.
True. Also true.
For me, I don't know. I don't think I have a specific city, but definitely I want to go France. And it's actually crazy because, like, I think Reem would know the best, because there was like times when we used to constantly talk about Paris, specifically Paris, and I'd be like constantly sharing that my house was filled with like stuff with Paris, and then she wanted to go to Paris too. But what I find crazy here is that about like 6 months ago, I spoke to this, I guess psychic, you could call it like a psychic guy, and he told me that my soul is like a very old soul that has been through a lot and that hasn't gotten peace. And in order for my soul, like basically the reason why I go through things since the beginning of my life is because, not because of my karma, but because of the karma of my old soul, if that makes sense. Because like he was talking about reincarnation in a way, right? So he said that in order for you to find actual peace, you are going to end up in France at some point in your life, and that's where you're going to have to, you know, like do something to basically let your soul have peace and let it free, if that makes sense. Like to let free of its suffering for the next person to whom that soul is going to travel to. If that makes sense. And maybe you find it crazy, but when I heard that, I was just like thinking, and I was like, okay, there was always something about Paris, like specifically Paris, that kept pulling me since my childhood, but nothing else, like no other city but Paris, for some reason I was always obsessed with, and I still don't know why. And it's just, I found it crazy when he said it, because he doesn't know me, and he just like randomly said, okay, France. And then I started thinking of all the France like aspect in my life, and I was just like, okay, that's crazy. That does sound sort of true.
I mean, that's crazy and interesting, but like I feel like everyone is kind of crazy about Paris, like at some point, or like at some degree.
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't know, but it is crazy. Like what he said is interesting to think about.
Exactly, it's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
To sit with that thought for a while and just see if it's going to come true or not. Like it's going to reveal
Yeah,
at some point. I
you
guess.
know, if you're actually gonna go to France, that would be
Call us
so
back
cool.
up when you get there.
Mhm.
You know, we can all take a trip there. If we find our inner peace, help you find your inner peace.
If only it was
Next trip,
actually-
make it countries instead of cities because it's so hard to choose city.
That's why
Yes.
my knowledge of cities is not that bad either. That's one thing.
I'm just doing the right again.
Just had
Okay, so maybe if countries, then I want to go to India because I think the culture there is really interesting, and I just want to go there. And I don't want to go like to fancy places and stuff. I don't know. I want to go to the like more local experiences and like do. I don't know, but yeah, that's that. And I think I also want to go to the UK, and that's because I'm thinking about studying there, like for my PhD or something. So I want to visit there. Know if I will be comfortable there or not. And for the third country, I think it would be somewhere in like Latin America, like one of those countries, because again, the culture is really interesting, and I would want to explore that. Yeah.
Very nice answer.
if you ever go to India, like just maybe.
Yeah, like I really want to go there.
You
but,
wouldn't
like,
tell you. She'd be just like, oh, last year I went to India.
Okay, cool. No, because that's like one excuse, like that's one motivation for me to actually go to India, because otherwise I'm not fully motivated to go to India every time. So it's like if Reem's going, okay, cool, let me come at the same time.
No, yeah, I will definitely contact you. Like whenever I plan something like that, I'll make sure to contact you.
Yeah.
So,
What about you, Emma? You didn't answer that, did you?
Well, originally the reason that I thought cities was because there's 3 that I really want to go to. I've been thinking about lately. First of all, New York, because it's New York. Duh. Building. Oh my god. Like imagine, because I remember what's his name? Mr. Adam, our history teacher. I remember once he was saying like when he went to New York, because like in normal cities, like bigger cities, you have like 1 or 2 skyscrapers, right? But in New York, it's like all skyscrapers, and you feel so small walking past. And I want to just experience that. Then I thought about Tokyo, because like the culture in Japan is just, and then like during the day, like everything with their culture, and then yes, you know what I mean. Just I feel like it would be really nice in the daytime, but also like nighttime, like the center of New York and the buildings and stuff and the lights. And there's like this type of thing that's like Mario Kart, but it's not called like that. But people like say that it's like real life Mario Karting, and I really want to try that. That's apparently in Tokyo. And then Dubai, because Dubai just looks really cool.
I was gonna say for the skyscrapers, like I feel like you get the same experience in Dubai, because that's how I felt. I didn't go to New York, but I felt the feeling what you just described when I was in Dubai. But I was also like, but Mr. Adam for sure made me really want to go to Canada. Like that's one place I'm gonna have.
True.
Like, he kept showing us videos as if Canada is like heaven on earth or something, and I was like,
I know, right?
Propaganda. It wasn't normal. He was always talking about Canada, and like
Right.
for universities, he was like, "Oh, Toronto has this great program," and I was like,
Exactly. God.
I want to go see like how true that is. For some reason, that like I was really young, so I really believed him. I did not know what propaganda was when he started talking to me about that. So I kind of believed him, and up until now, my childhood brain is just like, okay, let me go. Like I see Canada on like a different level, and I'm like, no, I have to go see there, and then just convince myself that it's like every other country, and it's something like extremely special as he made it seem like.
Yeah, that's really true. Do you remember, I don't know, Sophie, if you were there, when he was talking about Australia once, and we were like supposed to ask questions, and I had like a question I was so curious about, and everybody thought it was going to be like about the politics or economy or something.
"You were like
And I'm
spiders."
like, the big spiders. And he was like, what? Like,
Yeah,
are you
everyone was like so shocked. Everyone was like,
Are you kidding?
Yeah. It was hilarious. So for me, it would be Las Vegas for sure, like as a city, because it seems so fun. I heard so much about it, so okay. I think Iceland, and probably because Iceland seems so nice. Like I keep seeing pictures of it on TikTok, and I'm like, I have to go there. Like it seems incredible.
Iceland is like a fancier Sweden. That's what it looks like.
Love that.
Fancy Sweden.
Yeah, and I think Australia to see if they're actually big spiders. No, but like it's like so.
Someone told me
we'll
there
see.
were, but like they're so big that they just like chill in your house, like on your wall, and then they like eat the mice and like other insects in the house. So they're like just chilling and they're like not even moving.
That is
Like someone
disgusting.
told me that. And I'm
Child, like
Wait, how can a spider eat a mouse?
I don't want to know.
No, like
honestly,
big spider.
That is
like,
disgusting.
huge spider.
paralyzing it, like, and then it's like, oh,
I love this reenactment.
just a crash course on how do insects eat mice.
Oh
No,
my god.
Teacher,
Nice.
mini crash course on how to kill mice.
Back is drunk.
God, but I don't know. Like I actually, when I was small, I saw a picture, and I didn't know what Photoshop was at the time because I was small. But I saw like a house and a spider that was the size of a wall, like literally the size of wheels. Like what?
I'd
Ew.
be traumatized.
Mhm.
But,
I
like,
was.
Especially if you live there. Oh my god.
Ew.
I'll search out the biggest spider in the world.
Please don't.
yes, please do, and share your screen, please,
like, no, don't want to do that.
for the viewers.
Kiki,
That
what's
is
the
disgusting.
question?
Well, this is not even that big. It's like 13 centimeters. That's like nothing.
That is disgusting.
Oh.
Please.
That's not possible.
It's like, is that a big head?
I've seen bigger. Oh, I haven't.
Yeah. Damn.
Ew, spiders. Ugh.
Okay, thank you for that.
Gross.
Please, when you edit that, just add green things coming out of Emma's mouth.
Like that rainbow filter, but like green.
Close up. She's like,
Okay, perfect. Just do it.
Oh god, that's disgusting.
And the fact that when they have like babies, it's like so many. Like. Ugh.
Hey,
Okay,
getting
let's
shivers.
move on to this, please. It's very disgusting.
your question.
Yeah, Tiki.
Mhm.
Wait.
Yeah,
Move, they take all the spotlight.
I'm the
I was
no, but like,
Okay, ask.
Okay. when you stop interrupting me. So the question is, should like celebrities or influencers
Die.
be like,
Yes.
should they be dear god. So like, for example, if you have a celebrity or an influencer that has a bad habit or like an unhealthy habit, like I don't know, smoking or drinking too much or whatever it is, do you think they should be like responsible, I guess, for how they affect the audience?
Yeah.
Or is it just like their private life, so it shouldn't matter to anybody?
If it's your private life, don't do it online and don't post it for your young impressionable audience to see. Like if you smoke.
That was the whole script.
Like, like if you want to do something that's harmful to other people, like do it off camera. So it's like, no, you like, because then you're not promoting it at least, you know. And then it's like only your bad habit.
But
then
then
think
also
about
there are
it.
people whose audiences are not young, they're like adults, so I think that's fine because adults the industry there is like crazy and most of people are using drugs, smoking and overusing alcohol, so like I think that's normal for, but like if Jojo Siwa was like just take a smoke, that would be bad.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think about
true.
it at the same time because like so many of these celebrities, maybe more on the side of influencers, like I feel like they, when you, because if you were just like a normal human being posting that, I don't think people would care. No one, like if someone gets influenced, it's on them. But
Yeah.
growing into a celebrity, like this sort of responsibility grows on you, and sometimes you're just not aware that now you're responsible for people, like that. Like I guess that responsibility is just like put as a burden on your shoulder sometimes, and like so that's where I would like go. As per, I I wouldn't blame the celebrity. I'd be like, okay, it's their personal life, and I think the audience should be smart enough not to be influenced by it. But then at the same time, what Sophie said, what if they're like kids and like, Joe, you watch the same thing? Then it's like, I don't have a like full answer, but like that's my two ways of thinking about it.
But then I also appreciate someone like Demi Lovato speaking openly about her like drug problem, because that kind of normalizes it and makes it okay for other people to speak about and like to seek help, and to not be ashamed of it, I guess. So I think it can have some really positive effects.
Definitely.
I think it depends on how they deliver it. Like, are they saying go smoke, or are they saying please stay away from smoking? So, and the thing is, like, you can't really blame influencers because they are not like, they are people. They are gonna do mistakes. They are gonna do something that's illegal, or they are gonna do something that might not suit your, I don't know, your environment or like anything. But then at the same time, it's like there are
Kind of some slack, honestly.
who see them as like their idols and stuff like that. So they just follow everything they do without really thinking about it. So
It's a tricky question, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I was interested to see what you guys think, but I really agree with what you said. Like, as long as they're not kind of lying about it or making it seem better than it actually is, I don't think it should be like criticized that heavily, I guess.
like maybe do it, but don't promote it.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice. Silence. We love silence.
Everyone's like lost in their thoughts now. So it's more like, what is your opinion on the law of attraction? Do you know what the law of attraction is? Because I asked that there's so many people that believe that it's something to do like that demons are involved and that it's like something to do with the devil. Like there's people who believe in that as well. And I'm not saying that's something wrong. I'm just saying like these are the opinions, and I'm just like confused what your opinion on that is. So what do you think about it?
Give a definition first, because I'm confused.
It's like manifestations basically and everything like that.
I think the way you say law of attraction really depends, because it's very broad. Like it's not one thing, and
But
it
it's
really
like-
depends how you define it.
But like, what type of attraction?
But
Like,
like,
could you give an example, maybe?
Like between people, between.
Not between people. I think it's more like in general in your life, right?
No, I think it's
Or-
like manifestation. If you want something, you keep thinking about it, so it comes to you. Something like
the
that,
way
right?
that my simplest definition of like my own simplest definition of that is like the energy that you generate on is the energy that you attract. That's my like basics definition of that, and that's like if you generate on like positive energy, you're going to attract positive energy, because I see it in a more scientific way in the sense
But
that
I don't think it only applies to energy and stuff. Like I think,
it applies to a
yeah.
lot of things, but like that's my fundamental thing. What I say, because if you were to get into deeper, this is gonna have to be like a separate video.
yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree. If you put out positive thoughts, you're gonna get positive back. If you're kind to people, you're gonna get kind people back. Like, it's just how
I think
it is
that's
for
how
me. And
the
like,
universe works.
Exactly.
yeah, that's it. Like, that's the laws of
Yeah,
the universe.
exactly.
Yeah, but there's so many people who just don't like believe in that. They're just like, okay, even if I'll do bad, like as long as I'm like, for example, like if I wanna be like a billionaire or something, even though I'm hurting people right now, as long as I work hard for it, I'm gonna get it. Like that. Some people are like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, obviously, things aren't going to come to you for free, or like just because you thought about it. Like, you have to work for it. But at the same time, you have to really think of it. You really have to give out, and then get your goal.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't think anything will just like come to you for nothing.
No, I don't mean that. I meant more like it's people believe that even if they're gonna be like the worst.
Yeah, we get it. What
Yeah.
do you mean? But it's just like obvious for me. I'm sure that it works, but you also need to put in work.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like, I want 90% from my final, and then not study. You have to study, and then you know.
Exactly.
It's like you're supposed to do something.
Yeah.
It's like saying, it's like thinking, oh please, I don't want to get COVID. Like I don't want COVID. I don't want COVID. But then you don't really wear your mask. You touch everything and everyone. Like
This was the best description. You touch everything.
obviously you are going to get it.
Bro, I'm writing that in the notes. Like, I guess.
So I think it's like you have to manifest things, but at the same time work for them.
Work for it. Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you guys, but at the same time, I feel like we see what we want to see in those cases. I think it's like with horoscopes. That's why I think, for example, if I read it for myself, that I don't know, the second half of the month is going to be very lucky. I feel like that's what I'm going to be focusing on, and that's why I'm going to feel like something big happened, but it's actually just what I'm paying attention to, if that makes sense. So like, if that's what I'm trying to focus on, maybe my life wouldn't change, but I would just like remember the good parts more, if that's what I'm trying to think about, if that makes sense.
How you perceive life. You perceive life through your thoughts. Oh my god, I'm getting so deep.
That's deep. Wow.
And then you notice them. You think that you have a better life. So essentially your life gets better because you experience it better. It doesn't care how it actually is, you know?
It's
Just
like
be delusional.
placebo effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Huh.
That was an interesting question, though.
But she guys not listening. She's
I
on
think-
her phone.
I think
No,
some people don't agree with this, especially if they're like kind of religious and stuff. They'll be like, no, there is no law of attraction. But at the same time, as a religious people, as a religious person, you pray to God. So you pray, you keep praying for one thing, and then it comes true. So basically, that's the law of attraction.
Yeah.
I was like really trying to figure out like why do people not see that? Because in my eyes that's kind of obvious. Like the way you said it, I'm pretty sure it's obvious to you too. But then I had people that I like genuinely talked to, and I said it like normally to them, and they just could not process it. Their thoughts. They're like,
Yeah.
no, two separate
I
things.
think-
Demonic. This is not demonic.
Yeah, I think because law of attraction comes as like the most obvious definition for it is energy, and some people don't really believe in energy, but it's not only energy; it's more than that.
Exactly.
So like it could literally apply to everything.
It's literally a physical fact.
So I don't know.
I don't believe in gravity. I just don't.
The earth is flat.
But how does like energy multiply? Because there's no way to like, so you know when because apparently like every person carries energy, right? But like in the beginning, like when like people just started like, you know, becoming people, like there wasn't enough people to hold the amount of energy that we have now with like, you know, almost 8 billion people. But when there were like 4 billion people in the world, like does that energy multiply? Do you know what I mean? Because if
It's
you can't have, but like okay, so like when you die, right? Apparently the energy that you have leaves. So like it's not contained because like you're.
Wait, but what do you mean by energy? Like, I'm so
No,
confused.
wait, yeah, exactly.
It makes
Are you
sense to
talking
me.
about souls, or
I
are you
agree.
talking about energy, like the type of energy that we study in physics?
Yeah.
Because
Like
that's a totally different thing.
Exactly.
like
Like,
just
I don't get it.
energy.
But what do you mean by energy?
It's a type of energy that can't be destroyed. I don't know.
This is too deep
Oh
for
my
me.
God,
I can't.
My
I-
brain is not.
What?
My brain
No.
capacity is not broad enough to answer your question. I'm sorry.
Put it this way: do you think everything has an energy?
But what do you mean by energy? Like,
I don't know. The feeling.
no.
The
Like,
vibe.
is it like a soul, or do you mean like energy, like in your body or
Can
whatever?
it be both? Like a mix?
No, the question is,
I'm laughing because I just had a very similar interaction with my sister. Like, what the hell do you mean? Like, you're not making sense.
Right? Exactly.
Okay.
but like, are you talking about like chemical energy and stuff like that, or what are you talking about?
Exactly. I
Like
don't get it.
soul energy.
Oh, but that's a totally different thing.
I thought it was like the same thing.
Oh, God.
Because I thought, okay, because
I
we're talking
think-
about like the energy that you have, and then you attract like similar things. You know, so like but like energy in the sense of like vibes. You know, the vibes you put out.
Dear God, just say that. Like what?
Like this makes no sense. The aura, the air around
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. Okay.
This was so unnecessary.
You can cut this whole part out because
Yes,
it made
please.
no sense.
No, I'm keeping this in. I'm keeping this away.
And title this, please see how confused and chaotic my friends are.
No, if you're watching this, skip to this point minute. Just... Can you guys hear me?
Okay, Sophie, let's go. Present and unpopular opinion.